let's talk about some of the albums I missed in 2024. It's been a great year. I've done my end of the year list, my favourite albums of the year, my least favourite or most disappointing, and what you guys loved and hated as well. And it's time to round it all off with my last video, because I'm going to go on holiday, so this is probably the last video of the year, until 2025, which is crazy how fast that's coming. I mean, holy moly, like a freight train through the face. But there were some albums I failed to mention on my channel, some albums I didn't really give the proper time to, and some that you just might want to hear me talk about. Today we're going to go through the albums I missed in 2024. Some juicy ones coming up. You know, we got Linkin Park. Oh my god, Kressy's going to talk about Linkin Park. Falling in Reverse? Huh? As the new Satanic Warmaster? What a weird mix right there. Three completely just random picks, but we're going to talk about them on this channel. And let's just get it started with the first one. What I wrote down, should we just kick it off with Linkin Park, From Zero? So the new Linkin Park album, you know, I've never been the biggest fan of the band. I hate to admit it. I enjoy the songs here and there. I'm not a hater. I've seen them live twice with Chester, before he passed away, sadly. I liked the first time. It was more of the hits. The second time they tried to do a new kind of thing. They brought a new band out. Memory is failing me because it was years and years ago since I saw them. But they tried to do some new songs. It just didn't really work out for me. So I kind of fell off the hype train. But yeah, I listened to the new one. They got a new singer. It's a female. Oh my god, there's a female singer now. Is she as good as Chester? It doesn't matter. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. It could still work. And do I think the songs work? That is the main thing I'm looking at. And when I listened to this album, I really enjoyed the songs. I thought the songs were quite catchy. It helps that they had, like, Heavy is the Crown opening the League of Legends, like, finals, which was cool to see that. Because I'm a nerd, I love that shit. That was a great performance with Pyro and all that kind of stuff. Catchy song. And a lot of the songs have been stuck in my head. I hate to admit it. A lot of the songs have been stuck in my head. The music video has been great as well. The Emptiness Machine was played on the radio at work, so that's been going around in my head too. There was another single, but I've completely forgotten it, even though it was stuck in my head the whole week. Yeah, no, overall, I think the album's pretty good. Is it one of my favourites of the year? Probably not. But I thought it was enjoyable. You know, this is going to be Questy's Wild Takes. I know, praising Linkin Park. This is rare. But no, yeah, Hybrid Theory is pretty good. Meteora is pretty chunky. Maybe I'll rank them one day. But for now, the new album was pretty surprising. I thought the vocals fit. And I thought it was really good. So, there you go. I liked the new Linkin Park. There you go. What have I got next? The new Aara. Eiger. I failed to mention this. This is black metal. Absolute amazing band with so many great albums under the belt. Like atmospheric black metal. My kind of thing. And if I listened to this before my end of the year list, this one for sure would be on it. Aara's would for sure be on it. I love the folk-like passages in the middle of songs adding to the atmosphere, like the footsteps on the snow and like it all adds. It's kind of like Ulver's Bergtat. It feels that kind of way. So if that sounds like a good mix to you, Aara's new album has you covered. Long album, which I also love. Long and schlong, baby. Atmospheric, beautiful. The screams are very just harrowing. Like, they're so high-pitched and raspy. I love it. This kind of screaming, beautiful. Beautiful. Aara, one of the best albums of the year, and I keep coming back to it. Annoyed I didn't listen to it before the end of the year list, but it is what it is. This album, giving it props right now. Go listen to it. What next have we got? High on Fire, Cometh the Storm. Not really talked about High on Fire a lot on this channel. Mike Pike's band. More riffy and sludgy compared to Sleep. Now, I love Sleep a lot. High on Fire's not been a favourite compared to Sleep. I am more of the Sleep kind of camp. But this album was fantastic. The riffs on it, just the it's like trudging through sludge. That is the title of the album, Trudging Through Sludge. Great album art, which always sets me up in a good mood. Just riff heavy, you just bang your head the whole way through. cool vocals. Not usually my cup of tea, this kind of vocal style, but I loved it on this album, and it kind of makes me want to binge the whole discography and maybe do a ranking for High on Fire in the coming year. Lots to look forward to. You know, Linkin Park ranking and a High on Fire ranking coming at you. What is going on in 2025? Yeah, High on Fire, Cometh the Storm. Great album, and I can understand why people have it in the end of the year lists. What's next? Let's talk about Devin Townsend, who released Power Nerd. I love the music video to this song. Absolutely funny as hell. Like the superhero who just helps with mundane tasks, like opening a pickle jar. Only Devin can do something that great. I loved it. His outfit was just ridiculous. But the music itself, really catchy, really good, and thought-provoking and emotional. Like, yeah, it has stuff like this and Knuckle Dragger, which are fun little songs in the album, but they also have, like, beautiful songs as well, which is Devin's style. So if you loved Empath, if you loved, Transcendence, any of his albums, really, I've got a ranking on the channel, I love Devin, you'll love it. There's something for everyone here. It's got somber moments, it's got heavy moments, eclectic, just like Devin himself. It is just a great album. It's not one of his best, but he has so many good ones. Come on. You'd be hard-pressed to choose a wrong one out of all his discography. And this is another great album to throw on if you're in a heavy Devin mood. Throw this album on. Really cool album, which I forgot to mention this year. Next up, let's talk about Tribulation sub Rosa in Æternum. Is it Æternum? Yeah, Æternum. This was a weird one. I love Tribulation, seen them live. I love the last two albums. Absolutely fantastic. The last album especially, with the Leviathans, that kind of weird singing and then the black metal screaming coming in. This one changed it a little bit. I will say I'm more disappointed with this one. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was kind of going the more gothic style route, kind of going into the more typo negative kind of style. Which, okay, sure, bands changing their style is okay with me, you know, if it comes off good. And it came off good. But I still prefer the earlier albums, you know, I'm one of those people. I still prefer the early albums. It feels like a vampire, you know, singing to you. It feels just creepy and eerie. It's kind of like Ghost, first album compared to the rest of them. It's still good, but I prefer this one. You know, it's that Top Gear meme. Yeah, these two are great, but I like this one. That's me with Tribulation's new album. It's fine for what it is. Some people may think it's the best. It's all down to taste. For me, I like the earlier stuff. So that's my review on that one. It's alright. Next up, Catafalque. Oh, here we go. With 12 gyönyörű, álmok, ezután. I'll put it down here, probably, so you can read it yourself. I can't talk. Catafalque came out with a really cool album. Similar to Vedak, which was one of my favourites by the band. Not quite as heavy as the last album he did, but really interesting. Cool dynamic between the vocal style, unique instruments, beautiful singing, cool screams. It's got everything you need in a Catafalque album. If you don't know what these guys are like, well, just go listen to it. It's hard to describe. It's black metal, it's experimental, it's beautiful, sometimes it's atmospheric, sometimes it's really riff heavy. It really depends. It's like Blue House Nord, where it's just different on every single album, and this is no exception. This is a completely wild, beautiful, moving piece of art that you just have to experience, and it's one of the best of the year. I love this album. I prefer aaras if we're going to do nuts and bolts. We're going to do little fine hairs. Aaras would probably be my top 10. This would be short of it, but it's still one of the best of the year, because this year was stacked. So go check out Catafalque. What's next? What are we going to talk about next? Satanic Warmaster released an album. What the fuck? What's called Exultation of Cruelty. From the album art, you know what you're in for. Satanic Warmaster, the riffs. Ooh, the riffs are killing it. It has a more darker, I don't want to say edgy, but you know what I mean? It has more edges on it than the last couple of releases, which I thoroughly loved, especially Amongondo, which I reviewed. I love the riffs in that. I love Thimblewinter with the more folky atmosphere kind of stuff going on. Loved it to pieces, but I also like the earlier stuff as well. And this is more akin to the earlier stuff, more of a bite, more of an edge, more cult, I should say. Raspy, raw, and I love it. You know, it's got the edge. It's got the edge. I'm going to stop saying edge right now. Yeah, Riff Master, Werewolf Comes Back, just catchy-ass songs, great production, great atmosphere. If you want some raw black metal, this is the album for you, with catchy-ass goddamn finished riffs. Love it. Love it. And that's not to say anything bad about the last couple of ones, because I loved them as well. Flawless discography, can't go wrong with any of the albums. It's just preference. So that could have made my top 10 easily if I listened to it before it. Duh. What's next? Shall we end on a bang? Falling in Reverse, Popular Monster. You want Questy to talk about Falling in Reverse? Do ya? You want Questy to review Falling in Reverse's Popular Monster that everyone's been hating, everyone's saying is the worst of the year, and then it's becoming like, you know, like, it's selling like hotcakes, basically. Let's talk about it. You're in for a surprise. I listened to this again recently, yesterday, actually, and I gotta tell you, I enjoy this album. I'm gonna get flamed, but I don't give a shit. I like this album. I like pretty much every single song on it. There's something catchy about every single song. The choruses are fun. It knows what it is. It's unapologetic. I love the rapping in it. I'm sorry. I started out listening to rap, okay? I love the Eminem style kind of rap, Tom McDonald kind of style of rap. It's not for everyone. I understand why people don't like it. I personally love it. The mixture, the breakdowns are cool. The videos are awesome. Ronald was one of the best videos of the year. I love how crazy. It's like a movie. It's got better CGI than any of the fucking Marvel movies recently. Just, I love that kind of and then it blows you up with a fucking nasty ass riff. And I just love it. It puts a smile on my face. Love it. Ronald's fantastic. Popular Monster's been stuck in my head. The chorus to that, so good. Yeah, it came out 5 years ago, and this is more like a greatest hits kind of album, but all the songs are fucking cool. You know, all the songs are just so goddamn cool. Prequel, great way to kick off an album. Catchy ass shit. Zombified, really fun. All these music videos kind of add to the flavour of it. Yeah, I'm gushing about this album. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I think every single song was just really fun. I think it's a fun album. This is coming from someone who loves, I love Ice Nine Kills, that kind of style of metalcore. If you want to, I don't know what the genre is. I don't really fucking care. It's good music. I liked it. I like that kind of stuff, that fun metalcore. I don't really like the kind of just breakdowns and that's it. That's all you care about and genty kind of shit. No, I like the fun stuff. And this is one of the most fun albums of the year, and I'm going to keep playing it because it's so fucking fun. So, stick that up your ass. There you go. Let's talk about some albums you probably didn't expect me to talk about on this channel. Give me some hate. I don't care. I liked what I liked, okay? And now it's your turn in the comments. Tell me about the albums you've missed in 2024 that you haven't talked to me about already, because I want to hear your guys' opinions, and your opinions on every single album I've talked about so far in this video. So, do you like, Popular Monster? Do you like Power Nerd? Do you like all these other albums I've mentioned? Let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully you have a good Christmas and New Year's, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. And I might start the new year with a bang, so stick on the channel. Don't just delete me because I've not been here for like 2 weeks. We might start the year with my top 100 bands or albums again, because it's been a good 3 or 4 years since I've done that, and I think it's time for a change. And it's definitely changed. So hopefully you have a good holiday season, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.